Well, you ready for another cosplay? But anyways, welcome back to my channel, guys. I am finally ready to show you another cosplay that I've been working on. I've been working on this one for, I would say, a little bit over a month, just because of I've just been busy with other stuff that I've been doing. But it's Star Wars cosplay. Just to like give you guys a little bit of background information on this cosplay before I kind of show it off. So this is based on my character. I believe his name is Darth Remulus from The New Age and Counterplay, my two fan films that I made on my channel. So in those movies I took more of a realistic approach on it and just set it all on Earth, but this is more setting it in the Star Wars universe and what his look would look like in that mythos, I guess. Let's just kind of get into showing off this cosplay to you then. Alrighty guys, so this is the underlayer, and pretty much how I'm going to do this is I'm just going to go layer by layer of how pretty much I just put it on and everything too. So this is the first layer that I put on, which is just an undershirt that I got a while back as a gift, and I cut some thumb holes in it right there, but I mean that's just a little aesthetic to add to it as well. But you know, it's just like an undershirt just to have, pretty much like in a winter aesthetic if I'm going to a con in the winter. But yeah, I mean, nothing too interesting, just a black shirt. Alrighty guys, so this right here is the Jedi robes or whatever. That the character that I created was a Jedi who then was converted into a Sith. I figured he'd keep some of his original clothes to kind of mock the Jedi in some way. So this is like the first thing that me and my brother actually created, pretty much like templates that we kind of just cut out of the fabric and just kind of glued and hemmed up. Like, we did no sewing work on any of these pieces, and it still looks good, honestly. Like, you know, it's just glue and it's still pretty movable and stuff. Of course, just attached with Velcro right here just to kind of secure it in place to keep that, it's kind of like V-neck look or whatever that I was going with. And then this piece goes over the top gray piece that we just went over. Pretty much supposed to kind of resemble Anakin's leather part of his robe a little bit, but pretty much it's just a brown tunic that crisscrosses and stuff, and again just attached with Velcro. And again, not a lot to say. We kind of just kept these parts frayed because we thought that was cool looking. Hopefully it doesn't do anything or, you know, start ripping over time. This is a piece that really starts making it look like a Sith cosplay, and so it's pretty freaking long. We didn't hem up this stuff because honestly you can't see it that well. So if you kind of see, there's like some frayed edges on it, and that's what we kind of liked about it, giving it some frayed edges. And honestly, I might go through it and just kind of rough it up, maybe give it some wear and tear, make it look like it was lived in for a little bit. I don't know. I'm still kind of working, or not working. I'm still kind of thinking about that, if I really want to do it. So pretty much what it is it's just like two pretty much like panel pieces right here, and then a big backdrop piece, like a cape almost in the back. And then we got a big old hoodie right here that we modeled it off of one of my hoods that I had that was like a removable hood from a jacket, and that worked out really well in creating kind of that Sith looking hood. So yeah, so pretty much these are just some joggers that I bought, I believe at Shopko, honestly, when they were still in business, just so you can kind of get a good shot at them. The reason I picked them was because it had kind of really nice pattern on it, or not even pattern, just this stuff right here that I felt was really Star Wars-esque. I mean, the only thing that I kind of need to fix on it still is that I created a hole right here in the back, which I'm just gonna fill up with some of the extra black fabric that I bought. So that's not a big deal at all. They're nothing too exciting, but they definitely add a little bit of an aesthetic with this to the costume. Okay, now we're kind of getting into the little bits and pieces of it. And we're gonna start off with this thing right here. What this is it's just like a little mask that goes over your mouth, and it's just supposed to give kind of like that scary appearance, since, you know, you'd only be seeing just his eyes and stuff. Also,
because the character has some scars over his mouth, so he uses this to kind of cover it up, as kind of Darth Vader would, or you know, Kylo Ren. So right here, these are the armbands for they pretty much, what they do is they attach to these gloves, which these gloves you've probably seen many a times. They look more Batman-esque, but they work with this cosplay, and pretty much what I do is I wrap them around my hands and they go all the way up my arm, and it works out pretty well. One of them is kind of thicker than the other, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because they're just, you don't really notice it once it's all wrapped up around your arms. And we're kind of have the same deal right here, the calf and like I guess lower leg wrappings that go right above, they go up like to the ankle and a little bit below the knee. These right here are just some normal DC shoes that I thought kind of work with it. But yeah, I kind of more so wanted a martial arts look, so I might look for some kung fu shoes to give it that kind of feel. And you're probably wondering, alright, what is this thing in the bag? Alright, let me take it out real quick. Alright, so this right here is a wig, and I pretty much did this because I thought the character would look cool with long hair. And pretty much what this was is just it was an Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. It was a wig off of Amazon that I bought that was based off of his hair, because I thought honestly that would work really well with mine. Give you a reference. Let me flip the camera around. Alright, sorry for the bit of jankiness of me kind of like holding my camera like this, but pretty much Eren Yeager also kind of does his hair like this, so I could do kind of two ways of doing it. Alright, and this next piece right here, this is the belt that wraps around everything, and it just attaches with Velcro as everything else, and it's just pleather. But this part right here was, I'm pretty sure it was like a concept from either my brother or me, I can't remember, or something off of Star Wars, but we thought the two belt thing would be cool, so we did that. And then right here is a little this slots in just like over the belt like so, and then it attaches a lightsaber for you. So that's what it has. I might honestly add some like canisters, or you know, like little cartridges right here or something, just to add some more aesthetic to the belt. It's a little plain, but I think this silver piece looks really nice though. And now what you've been waiting for is probably to look at the lightsaber, because the lightsaber is the coolest part, honestly, I feel, any cosplay. And so this is a custom made one. So this is a design that I kind of made myself. Like I drew up a concept, and then me and my brother kind of fished around and made something that resembled it very closely. It's supposed to also resemble Darth Vader's lightsaber, because the lightsaber that I had in my movie The New Age was Darth Vader's lightsaber, so I figured giving it that callback would just work. So if you see, it can hold a blade, what I guess not, but you can see there's some electronics in there, and there's a switch right here which pretty much turns on the lightsaber. And then there's some extra greeblies and whatnot, and then this is just some real leather that we had. And then here's how you hook it onto the belt. And yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a little bit of like weathering or like heat distortion or whatever. You can't really see it because of the thing. But yeah, this top part is also vinyl wrap, which I thought was really cool add-on. And alright, let's get real close to this lightsaber. Alright, sorry if this is a little shaky right now, but so right here you can kind of see a little bit of like writing or whatever. So this is actually like Star Wars, the Star Wars alphabet or whatever. I kind of just looked that up, and it's conversion into English, and then I pretty much wrote Darth Remulus in that little spot right there, and you see that we did some nice weathering on it too, because I figured that would look really nice. And yeah, I'm really honestly stoked with how this all came out, and of course I'll just kind of set it down right here, and I'll just give you one really good pan down of it. Okay, now that I've shown you pretty much all the parts of the costume, I'll get into the costume, and I'll put the scars or whatever, pretty much the best I can do with the makeup that I have. And I will get my brother to hold the camera, and I'll get some full body shots of me and some cool lighting, and I'll even activate the lightsaber with its blade too, so you get the whole aesthetic, honestly. Here's just a little bit closer look at the makeup, by the way, too. So you can kind of see I did some stuff under my eyes to make them
I don't know, I just thought it looked cool, honestly. And then here's the scars. Yeah. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed me showing off that cosplay as much as I did, because I thought that was really fun, because I haven't done a cosplay in probably a little over a couple years, so it was really cool to get back into the swing of things and start, you know, crafting a little bit. As for my next cosplay, I'm going to keep it a little bit of a secret, but I will give you a hint that it is from My Hero Academia, the anime. Keep on a lookout for that. Maybe I'll film my process constructing the whole suit. I might not, who knows, depending on how busy I am. I'm honestly a pretty busy guy, so who knows. So that's the end of this video. Remember to like the video if you really like this cosplay. If you have any questions about the cosplay or anything you just want to say about it down below, please just leave it down there. And remember to hit that subscribe button, because that subscribe button will be waiting for everyone. And I think I'm done here. So see you guys later. Deuces.